What's going on, collective? What's up with ya? What's going on, collective? There we go. What's up with? Of course, it'll be doing that shit. Anyway, what's going on, collective? What's up with you? I am Solo69, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to bring you your new moon reading. This is for my collectives. But this is the new moon that's sitting up in Cancer, Leo, Cups energy. It will be moving further into Leo in just a few. But I was told to do it like this, so this is how I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm not going to try to make this reading long for sure because, yeah, I just don't want to make it long. I got other things I do need to focus on for sure. So, you know, that part. But, this reading may not resonate with all of you collectives. You already know how that can go. You can feel free to check with, check back later on. If anything doesn't make sense to you at this time, it could damn sure make sense, some sense later on into August. But yeah, this is that new energy that's stepping in. Definitely letting some things go, definitely bringing in a lot of healing here, and definitely opening up new opportunities for you to take. It's up to you if you want to take those opportunities, though, because they are being handed to you on a silver platter. For some of you, gold platter. It just depends on what you like, silver or gold. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Yeah. What's happening now, huh? All right, so here we go. Photogenic energy is showing up. Someone could be taking pictures. Photography is very, important this month. Maybe taking pictures is a beautiful thing for you. Your eyes could be very significant here. Your eyes could be the windows. We already know that the eyes are looked at like the windows to the soul, of course. You can see in the person's eyes, Some people look a little too much into some things when, it could be something more simple than what they're making it out to be when it comes down to the eyes. So if someone is trying to tell you or warn you about paying attention to someone's eyes, look at them. Look at the eyes. But what is that person trying to read about it? Are they looking for something dark? Why are they looking so deep into it? Or is there something beautiful about those eyes to where they just not meant to see something in them? I don't know. I'm catching that energy. It's pretty weird, but something about the eyes is significant as well. Now, sometimes now it makes me think of that movie, Emily Rose. I know I don't remember. I think it was the Exorcism of Emily Rose. She, every time she looked at a person, she saw a darkness in their eyes. She saw something, but it was her that was possessed. She had this possession over her. She actually had, I think she was possessed by 7 demons or 7, entities or whatever. You might have to watch that movie to grasp on to what I'm talking about, especially if you haven't seen it. But it's something about portraying something that really could be a reflection of something else. So, be careful with that energy for sure. Because, it's kind of like being able to see what's actually attacking you. But when you look at others, you may see it on them. Now, not saying that this is what's happening. Because I'm like, what's happening? That's weird that that word, that little phrase keep popping up. But this is because it's a lot of things that's here for you this month, and you got to be aware of not being tricked or not even to trick yourself. But I am catching this energy of like, someone, I don't know who or what or when or where, you know what I mean? But beware of someone trying to warn you about looking into someone's eyes, and beware of their eyes. Because what you may see may not be what that other person is seeing, for one. So, you could be trying to find something in somebody that somebody else can see simply because it's only meant for them to see, because it's a reflection of their self. That's very interesting. But at the same time, it does make sense because on that movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, everyone that she looked at, they had a darkness about them. That it was always something fucked up about their eyes. But at the end of the day, when the story really showed itself for what it really was, she was the one under some type of demonic possession, and not just by one demon, but I think it was 7. So it's something specific about that. Be weary of that energy, and not saying don't do it. If someone tells you to pay attention to another person's eyes, look at it, pay close attention to them, but at the same time, pay attention also to the reflection of what they're trying to perceive, or what is it that they're seeing. Because if you don't see it, don't make yourself see it. Don't force yourself to see it. You know, it may be something that other person is, like I say, eyes is not only are they windows to the soul, but they could be perceived as reflection as well. So you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're being told to look at, that that it's being perceived to make sense to you. If you don't see it, don't force yourself to see it. And if you do see it, okay, but I feel like there's some type of weird energy happening with that too. It's kind of strange. But look, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this message because I really don't know where it's gonna go. I was told to pull out a certain group of cards, and I don't know how this is gonna play out. So here we go with it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna start with these universal notes. And I guess the universe has something to say when it comes down to the new moon energy. Your cup is empty. Definitely a time for refilling it, hopefully with beautiful and better things. Very, things that brings happiness and joy into your life. There's definitely some success here that's opened up for some of you. Open gates. Some things could have been locked away. You could have been, but something it's like a lock being not only unlocked, but broken off here. I'm like seeing somebody beating on a lock with a big ass sludge, and it just knocks the lock down. And this was not a little lock, like one of those locker room locks and combination locks. This was one of those big old rusted ass 1862 type locks. 1862. Could be a real significant number. I'm not here to calculate that at this time. Math is not my forte and right here at this moment, so no. But that may be a significant number that's, for you. Something could have been significant about 1862, whether it's the year, whether it's something to calculate and end up to a numerology date. Take it how you choose. 1862. Anyway, let's jump into this message. So, someone could be loving you from afar. There's a lot of love that could be from at a distance here. You could definitely have people that love you and they're just far, far away from you. Just because they love you don't mean, just because they're far away don't mean that the love is not the same and they don't feel the same. You're definitely being watched by people who love you dearly. So keep that in mind as well, whether this is, on the other side of the veil, or either just at a distance, you know what I'm saying? But you're definitely being loved. And it's time for you to make a demonstration about that, you know what I'm saying? So being loved by those loving eyes, give them something to love even more, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a love and hate relationship and a love-hate feeling to certain things, but you got to keep in mind that everybody is doing the best that they can in situations here. So you have to kind of let bygones be bygones. Okay, so somebody may want to have a clean slate with you. Somebody may want to start over with you and try something again. If first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again here. And somebody could definitely be dusting themselves off, and I'm seeing somebody wiping their legs, like wiping their knees and wiping, like somebody fell for real. I mean, like, I hope somebody didn't really physically fall, like crack your ass and stuff. But I'm seeing somebody that could have failed and getting up and trying it again. They're not giving up to a scenario or a situation here. Beautiful energy coming in. And this is because this person is growing for love, going and growing for love. This is kind of like this energy. Either the love is growing in the air of a situation, or love is on this person's side. And love is God. Understand that. We are the world. What the fuck? We are the children. Fuck. We are the ones to make a better day. So let's start giving. What the Okay, look, I ain't got time for this. So something about the 80s, early 90s as well could be significant here. I'm seeing a group of these celebrities. You know that video. All of them. And half of them probably didn't even want to stand beside each other. What the fuck? What's happening here? This is like a choir. So you could have a choir, definitely you could be in a choir, or shit, putting a choir together or looking for a group of people to come together and do something significant here. In unity, whatever this is unity coming together here. So somebody definitely may want to have a clean slate with you on something, and they may want to format some type of unity with you this month. And this is, like I say, a new beginning here. I'm not sure if you should be aware of it or if you should go for it. We're just going to get into it. This could also just be a simple side note, but yeah. What the fuck though? Like, that's some old. This is old stuff. Something from the past could be coming back around. And you got to know that you were born with whatever this is that's installed in you. You were born with it. So don't think for a moment. And other people may look at you like you're making something up. You're putting something up. You're learning something. But this is something that you were born with. But keep in mind on this as well. Just because we're born with it doesn't mean we're great at it. Sometimes we have to dust the dirt off. Something could have been coming out the closet, something could have been coming out the attic, the basement. So something was definitely buried, or something was definitely put up maybe for a long period of time. And I'm just seeing somebody blowing and dusting it off, you know what I mean? Like almost like an old book or an old photo album or something of that sort, and looking through it here. So yeah, you could be going through old pictures and old things and just looking at those things right now. There's a deeper reason for each of the questions that you seek, you know what I'm saying? And so somebody could definitely be asking questions about certain things. So somebody's going deep into some things here to maybe be able to show these answers, or, whatever the case. Proof is all in the pudding here. Something definitely is good, something that's hidden. So sometimes things that's hidden are put up is for good reason. So somebody could have been even trying to protect you from something here, and they could have hid it from you for a long time, like maybe even from your childhood energy. And this could be something that's coming out, being dusted off, and but it can be talked about or whatever. But it's time to be true to yourself. It's time to be true to the people around. So people around you can see that you're being true to yourself, even if they don't feel like you're no longer being true to them. Sometimes being true to others is being fake with yourself. So it's time for you to be true to true to yourself. You know yourself, so it is what it is. And keep in mind that even if people pretend like they hate you, people love you. Sometimes love and hate is a real thin line between it, And so you can deal with people that can act like they can't stand you. They love you. They do. They just ain't gonna show it. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understand how they love you like crazy. They love you like crazy. Keep that in mind. And whoever this is, some people have even maybe fell in love with you. Definitely a lot of love here for you. Somebody fell in love. Or somebody's in love. Or falling in love. Falling in love. Did this go out? I think it was like a, what you call it in it. So I'm going to light it back. Get it back going. Okay, so whatever these answers that it is that you're looking for, you're going to find out the answers. I feel like if you're seeking something, you're going to find it. But be careful what you're looking for, because once you find out the truth, or once you find out the answers, you have to be prepared for whatever it is that comes along with that energy. Don't just Be say I'm ready to get the answer to something, and then when you get the answer to it, you mad that you got it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes everything is needed for a reason at a particular time, particular place, however it works for you. But let's go ahead and check this universal note here. That's for you. What is it that the universe wants to say to the collective with this new moon energy? I'm hearing the energy. Look at this. I got something I gotta say. What if? This is just a what if. I'm gonna throw you in this scenario real quick. So picture this. You're doing everything that you're trying to do the right way. You're following your heart. You're following your path. You're doing everything of the light. And there's some hidden truth about you. This is like a movie. So picture this, like put yourself in this kind of scenario in a movie. So you're doing everything that you feel like you're supposed to do in a positive way. But you know that there's a lot of hidden things about you. You know that there's things that people are keeping from you. You're thinking they're trying to hurt you. Finally, it gets to a point to where you have to get the answers that you need because things are getting out of hand. Things are going too far. So now it's time to sit you down. Dust off those old things that was put up in the attic or placed in the basement. And show you some things that you never thought that you would see before. And then you find out that everything about you is a total opposite of what you're portraying to be. You're walking in the light. You're walking in, you're helping people, guiding them. You're doing exactly what you feel like you're here to do in a positive way. But when you sit down, you find out that your birth certificate is fake. Your life has been fake. Everything about you is some Percy Jackson shit. It's nothing what you perceived it to be. But then when you look at it again, you realize it's the total opposite of the life that you've been living. Meaning that you were born of the darkness. You were meant to do dark things. You were meant to destroy people. You're here to bring down the house, not build it up. So you were kept in a distorted place so you can be able to stay away from those shadow energies that were meant for you to follow. This is a strong example. So now that you know the truth about who you are, what you're really meant to do, even though you were doing the opposite, because we do have a choice, but most of your powers step into the picture when you do the things of darkness, not the things of light. The things of light actually put you in stagnation. Even though you know that you're trying to do the right thing, even though you know and you can see yourself helping other people, does it help you? Like I say, I'm creating a movie here in my head, so take it. I'll leave it. So now you realize that you can have everything in the world that you want. You can do anything in the world that you want, as long as you are following the path of destroying everything that you're supposed to destroy. Or you can suffer over here in silence. You have a hard time making it day to day. Just life doesn't work out for you, but you tend to help other people get on their journeys, get on with their life, and do what they're supposed to do in a way of the light. What do you do when you're given this answer? Because it may not be what you thought. It definitely disturbs you because, damn, I thought I was doing good, but I'm actually meant to do bad. I'm meant to corrupt this person. I'm meant to cause a home-wrecking situation to take place. I'm meant to, blow this building up and make sure that nobody makes it out. I'm meant to corrupt. And if I corrupt, everything great, everything good that I need comes towards me. But as long as I do what's right, As long as I do what I'm supposed to do by helping other people, or not what I'm supposed to do, what I thought I was supposed to do, by helping other people find their path, heal, break, generational curses, etc. It puts me in a bind to where I can't do anything. I have to struggle. I could be homeless. I have to find food to eat. I don't never keep no money. Everything I get, it destroys itself. What would you do? What would you do? Would you continue to help others knowing that it was sacrificing your own well-being? Or would you go ahead and step into who you're supposed to be, even if it's not good? Because you know that you will be treated okay following the path that you're meant to follow, and that's to destroy everything around you in a negative way while you're getting things that's coming in towards you in a positive way. So it's a real tough decision. So think about that. What would you do? What's happening here? That's just a little bit of a little pop quiz for your head to think about. So we got turn on your love light. Then we got what would love do? Ain't that something? Anyway, let's get into it. Sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love like crazy. Sometimes the best way to love, to remain sane is to love like crazy. So, it kind of just signifies what I just asked. What would you do in these situations? If you know that you're meant to do dark shit and that's going to make you live and prevail in this life in a positive way, or if you knew that you were doing stuff for, to help other people like things, but yet it keeps you distorted, it keeps you stuck, what would you do? What would love do? Because you're chosen to make a certain decision here, and that's kind of strange. But this is also a difference between sane and crazy. You know what I'm saying? And to remain sane to certain things, sometimes it's a thin line for a genius, for a chosen person, for someone of ultimate power to be looked at as sane and crazy. It's a real thin line. Some Robin Williams shit. I don't know why. Excuse me, Robin Williams, rest in peace. I don't know where your energy is coming from. But it's a thin line here between sane and crazy. Jim Carrey shit. And, when a person really is looked at one way, the world wants them to be portrayed another way. But when they actually don't do what they're supposed to do, the world will actually sometimes the worldly things to take care of them. It's weird. Strange. But you are being told to be true to yourself here. You may not understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. So be true to yourself. What is it that you should do here? Strong energy stepping forward. Then we have this other one now. You could take it and put it together, or you could keep it separate. It's up to you. But things are not as they appear to be. And you'll be finding that out in a minute. In a minute, you'll find out that everything that you thought wasn't what you thought at all. And that can be a scary thing. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. So you over here giving all this love, a lot of it. You over here helping, you over here doing all of this stuff. And what's happening for you? You may feel like, damn, I'm helping everybody else, but who's helping me? I can't even help myself. But when you start destroying shit and not giving a fuck over here, everything runs smooth. Damn, that's a hell of a choice to weigh out and choose from. But keep in mind, the lower your price of love, the higher its value. So, now, some people could be trying to raise the bar when it comes down to how much to give to another person when it comes down to love. How much love do I put out for this person, for this energy? Some people actually feel like you got to put a price on their love. Like, yeah, you got to take care of me. You got to do this. You got to make sure I eat good every day. I need to be dressing nice and shit every day, That's putting a price on it to me. That's just my opinion. Because I feel like when you're expecting things other than love in return, you're already putting a price on the love that you're giving. This is like doing something for somebody and expecting them to do something back for you because you did it for them. Looking for something. And if you don't get it, you gotta, you may not show it right off, but you got some type of attitude about it. This is coming in. But keep in mind, be true to yourself. Ain't nobody else gonna be true to you like you're gonna be to you. But you also can get tricked in these energies. Keep in mind, whatever this is that you're looking for, you're going to get the answers that you that you seek. They're coming. This new moon is going to bring that on in for you. Let's clarify, be true to yourself. No matter what nobody says, no matter what a person trying to portray, somebody could be trying to make you feel crazy, like what you're doing is crazy. The decisions that you're making about you is crazy. It's the sanest thing you ever done, probably. And you got people that want you to feel like you're losing yourself when they're just losing the fight, maybe. So keep in mind that it is a thin line between crazy and sane. It is. A genius can tell you that. But you got a lot of people not trying to be funny or disrespectful, but you got a lot of people that's sitting up in the mental wards. That's very genius. Ain't shit wrong with them. The world want them to think they crazy because they can't. The world can't, register what they got and they perceive in their mind. You got some that hear voices. They done decided to listen to the wrong damn voice. They got to deal with that. You got some that listen to the right voice, and they deal with that too. So it goes both ways. There's a thin line between crazy and sane. When you own that genius shit, and ain't too many geniuses in this world. Understand that. And even if, not trying to be funny, but even if you wasn't that smart in school, that don't mean that you wasn't no genius. That just mean that ain't the shit you registered. It's amazing how school will try to make a forte out that something is this is how it's supposed to be, and if you don't learn this, you need to be in a resource, or you need to be in a little back in the corner in the do a little extra work and stuff like that, because they trying their hardest to put you in their system. They don't want you to be in your own system. If you came from a star system, right? This is another example. You got all these star systems. You got all these people on this planet that come in from different star systems, and then they come under one system. Everybody can't register that shit. Everybody ain't meant to. But the trick is the simulation is that's what they want you to think. So they have to beat it out of you. They have to bully it out of you. They have to make you feel like you're incapable, down. You're probably one of the smartest ones in the room. They just throwing shit in front of you that they know you can't register. Aha, we got them now. Aha, we got them now. Oh, this person don't like math. Aha, we got them now. They say math is a universal thing. So if it's so universal, why y'all changing it up so much? Why y'all got to change it so much? I understand the calculations. Me personally, I honestly feel like if I knew math the way I know everything else, my head would explode, bruh. It's just I'm not meant to know that shit like that. That's too much information for me to take in because I already got enough that registers itself within my brain. And so I feel like I used to always tell people that if I felt like if I knew math attached to the things that I already know, man, I would have a combustion. Period. So the thing, and it's funny because the things that math do show me that it's cosmic. It's universal. It's in another way meaning numerology type stuff. The thing like math, a person started talking math to me, you know, you gonna talk to my forehead in 3.5 seconds because I'm finna be asleep. But all of a sudden, the numbers will stand out. All of a sudden, I can look at numbers and I can read them in a different way. We're not meant to register things the way other people register things. Instead, they want to look at you like you're dyslexic. They want to look at you like you have autism. They want to look at you like you're a little slow over here. You know, when really, I'm not even finna get deep into that. Be true to yourself. Just know that. Let's clarify this be true to yourself energy for my collective. It's something special about you. But see, people want you to think that this what's special about you is special ed. Crazy. It's a little slow. No. It's some real slow motherfuckers out here though. But them the ones that try to trick you. Them the ones that try to deceive you. They're scared of you. Those are slow ones. It's people out here that can't even read, but the things that they could build. It's people out here that don't know math, but the way that they can measure things just right. It's not meant for them to get into the system of it. The simulation that this world want to put them in. We're different. Just like I can't stand it when someone wants to challenge my size versus them in a weight. You know, like, you're supposed to have this much body fat and this is only normal. Well, who said that? Who said that? Y'all making all these assumptions and making them truth? What doctor is this? And half of them don't even believe in nothing but science. But what's science? There's a tower moment here for somebody when it comes down to a blockage, definite blockage, a lot of dependency that's being held here, that you know, a lot of healing that wasn't taking place here. Somebody is about to, there's a secret that somebody's been keeping from someone. Somebody's definitely been keeping a secret. And the tower is about to show up with this energy. Yeah, you know, look, let me tell you something. You got people that really can't stand you. But that's okay. You may, you know, I'm really catching somebody got some real healing powers here. And this is sexual healing. And you know, I almost understand that song by Marvin Gaye more than anything right now. When I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Sexual healing is good for me. Makes me feel so fine. What? Helps to relieve my mind. I think it's deeper than what meets the eye. Because you know, if you got healing hands, I'm pretty sure your other things about you can heal as well. Somebody may need some sexual healing. Or someone may heal in a sexual way. Somebody has a magic wand or a magic chalice. Period. And, you know, you could be put out in a situation to where you were misusing it or being looked at that way or being told that way because it was trying to be kept from you. Somebody wanted you to abuse your magic without you even knowing that you had it. This kind of makes me feel sad because it's like this person may not have ever known their full potential of what they were meant to do with the certain things. This is like a real shamanic energy I'm catching from like head to toe. Somebody may find this out. about themselves or finally have something revealed to them based on this, because this is definitely hidden energy, you know. And you could also have a lot of negative energies sought after you, like demonic ass spirits, not trying to be funny. But you could wonder why every time I turn around and try to meet somebody, I get close to somebody, they just want to be sexual with me or they feel like they want to use me. You know? But maybe they want to, maybe because they know what you don't know. They need that sexual healing. So they want to make you feel like you're a whore. Or, you know, like you're only good for the wand, you know, good for nothing else. You know, this is not inspiring you. This is not inspiring you to want to keep on healing, right? It makes you feel like you're being used. Somebody ain't been getting the answers that they need when it come down to this. It's been distorted energy. Let's go ahead and check it. But something is going to be shown with this. Clarify things are not as they appear. In limbo, you're going to find out something. It ain't what you thought. So, yeah, you got that magic shit. And it's about to be revealed, your special cup. Yeah. Somebody's been keeping this from you. Somebody knew it, and instead of them, I feel like somebody tried to abuse it. As long as you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to do anything with it. And it's kind of like breaking your product. If you don't know how to use your product, if you misuse it, you're wasting it, right? You know, say for instance, you're a healing product. You're not just a shaman, but you're the whole package type. You know, that maybe that's what the shamans are, but you're the whole package. You're literally the product. Somebody would, if you was put up in the store and somebody came and bought you and they, you know, gave, instead of them treating you right, they just threw you to the kid. Like, here's the gift, and you're worth like millions of dollars, but they sold you for like $10 off the streets type stuff. And you know, you gotta cheat, so it's nothing. It's no big deal. You go and you pass it down to a kid that don't even know what to do with it. And they take advantage of it. Excuse me for saying this, but why am I seeing somebody having sex with a plastic doll? Lifeless. Somebody was treated lifeless. They were worth beyond this, what this world could give, but they were treated like a $10 doll. Lifeless. And, you know, if you were a lifeless doll, who's going to put life into you if they were taking it out of you? This is kind of heavy. It's a lot of wand energy right here. A lot of action that was taken. And this was like somebody was trying to stop a path here, and all this action that was taken. This person is like was defended or defenseless. This person was attacked by numerous amount of energies to put this person in a position to where they didn't know who they were. bumping heads with themselves, not even knowing that they were the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. You see what I'm saying? There's only a big group of special people that was put in that video. So this is only for a group of special people here that are the world. They are the children to make something better, and they have special chalices or special wands as a healing purpose. This is part of their healing purposes. Sexual healing. Why am I seeing that this is why people are just taking advantage of these babies, and I just can't stand that type of energy, man. Let me keep going, because that's about to make me feel some type of way, and I want to stay in the message. So let's go ahead and keep going here. There's a reflection here of something here when it comes down to the magic that's been done or what's been created here. Some type of magician definitely is looking at themselves in the mirror. You know, this is something that someone did as a younger person. You know, see, you see that young energy right here, but this, now they're looking at something that the age, the younger self is looking at themselves now. Very so, much so. Yeah. Now someone definitely could possibly be, you know, trying to stop themselves from spiraling down. You know, healer is here. You know, there is a magic healer here, for real. This person could have even been a magic healer. But they, you know, somebody was misusing their own by taking from another. A lot of sorcery work I'm catching. There's that hypocrite. That was a healer. So this healer attacked the siren. This hypocrite of a healer attacked the siren and tried to make her crazy. Like I said, it's a thin line between sane and fucking crazy. Look at that. And then this hypocrite sitting here looking like, what? Using their magic. Using their magic, their trickery. You know, playing cards to the situation. Because they felt like they had the key. And this is something that they was doing. This is past life energy as well. This is something that's been repeated. This is, you know, somebody taking up all their negative energy and transferring it into you. Have you ever had, okay, there's something I taught my children to do. I don't, you know, I can't tell them to do it or make them do it, but it's a trick with an egg. You take a regular egg, and maybe somebody need to hear this, I don't care. You take a regular egg, you know, not a boiled egg, not cooked or nothing, and I don't know why deviled egg sounds so good. Ooh, I'm finna fix some when I'm done. Okay, anyway, you take an egg, try to stay on point here, and you put it in, you know, you hover this egg for like a week, you know. You can even make a little bed for it or whatever, but anytime that you feel something negative, you take that egg and you just hold that egg. You know, don't break the egg. 7 days, you do this. The same egg. Don't break the egg. The beginning of the next week, like the first day, Sunday, you go and you toss that egg and you turn around and walk away. You throw all that shit away because what you done did was you done transferred all that energy that you done had negative feelings, things that hurt into that egg, at least for that week. You could get another one and start again the next week if you feel like you need it for that. This is just one of those mental things that would help sometimes. May not be something that's spell work, but it's something mentally that could help you release certain things. And I would go out there with my children and we would throw that motherfucking eggs, you hear me, and walk away. But make sure that they made sure that they released. I made sure that they knew how to release those negative things before they toss their egg. Don't toss their egg and still be holding on to that shit. You toss that egg when you know that you letting everything go with it. You walk away and you don't look back at it. Wherever it crack or fall, that's its business. But you don't concern yourself with it. This person was transferring their energy. This hypocrite. It was as if you were the egg. I'm going to say it like this. But see, look. Horus is here. Where is Horus coming from? Horus is showing up. Horus is here for his wife. So somebody is here to heal her. Wow. To bring healing. So see how there was a hypocrite and now there's a real deal. This just gave me chills. So we have the Messiah, or whoever you want to call it, coming in looking for their wife, and they're coming in fast, eccentric with it. Get their wife. I know that's right there, Angel. Look at that. Man. So, somebody sees what's been happening to this person and they want to bring healing to this person. And sometimes, not trying to be funny, and and I'm not the one that you are hardly ever hear me say some shit like, sex can heal some things. Because I feel like, don't come to me with thinking you finna just have sex with me. Don't fuck all that. Don't come for me. But somebody needs sexual healing. Something is taking place in September. Thank you how you choose. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. Let's go ahead and step into this message. I'm talking too long. For real. Yeah, something definitely is unseen that's going to be taking place with the kitty cats. Just being real. Somebody could have a cat. You could be getting a cat, thinking about a cat. I don't know. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But something is about to be revealed, for sure. It's almost like, you know how Horus had to go back and fight Seth? But, in the story, it was because he was going back for revenge of what what he did to his father, to Osiris, But I don't know if that's the whole story, because it's something significant, and I'm getting chills. There's something significant about Horus's wife. And what was Seth doing? Because keep in mind that Seth had a wife, but I don't think that she was by choice. Like, I don't think that she wanted to be with him. This is also giving me energy of Persephone and the devil. You know what I mean? With Persephone, we don't know these real stories, man. We only know what these little books want to say, but I'm hearing something else. Was Persephone already wanting to be with someone else? Was Persephone in love with somebody else? Because we know that, say, for instance, Isis and her sister both was fond of Osiris, but Seth couldn't stand it. And just like Cain and Abel. Cain didn't want the sister that was given to him. He wanted the other sister. You know what I'm saying? Persephone was taken but she was taken from the mother. But no, I don't know. I may need to go into the story of it because I don't know. But I ain't never heard of Persephone being with another man. Or, I don't. If she was in love with another man, let me know. But it's something about Horus going for his wife. Now, Hathor is a format, and I know that Hathor plays a big part as a keeper of the underworld as well, even though she's very motherly. And a lot of people actually got a problem with Hathor, but if you really knew what was up with her, I don't think you would have a problem with her. It's something deep about this shit. It's going a little. Why y'all taking me all deep with this? What is this? Hold on. Let's get this out. These people, these names, don't mean that these ain't the same people. Just like in one lifetime, your name could have been this. In this lifetime, your name could have been something else. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't change the spirit of that person. It just changes the vehicle in the description. But they still doing the same shit. The same things are still taking place here somehow. Look, the dreamer. There's Thoth. And it's something definitely a secret here. Strong messages coming in here. Let's go ahead and read what Thoth got to say. So we got the dreamer stepping forward with Thoth, huh? The dreamer brings renewed hope. He weaves all acts as a source of regeneration. He helps you translate your abstract thoughts from image to language and back again. He reminds you that life has alternating phases, see? And that the sun and the moon take turns in lighting the way. By day you strive with practical purpose, but by night you live through the lens of the intuitive kaleidoscope. Unlike the sleep of the dead, the dreamer is fully awake and brimming with vitality. Each day he gathers information, and each night he passes on his discoveries to the collective conscience. In return for his efforts, he feeds with fresh insight. He is fed with fresh insight, my bad. His energy is renewed, his rested muscles are rejuvenated, and his tired brain is resharpened. He is imagination, vision, and inspiration. Like Hermes and Thoth, which are the same. Keep that in mind. Say Jesus as well. Messengers, storytellers. Anyway, his thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. The dreamer lets loose in his flights of fancy, watching as they are in the heavens afar, above the satanic meals that imprison his days. He shouts to the heavens, "Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear. Oh, clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire." Cancer energy is showing up. The poet. So now we got the poet and Thoth right here, yo. This is a story. This is something this is almost like a story that's coming to life. This is like something in a book that's for real, that people want to look at as fake. And you can low-key see Horus in here too. There you go. It's a lot happening right here. Poet, let's go ahead and read it to see There go the falcon. There he go right there. Like, I'm not trying to call it that, but I just got through talking about Horus because then he showed up right here. And there he go right there. So the poet lets the imagination run free. His words concentrate and distill, make invisible and ethereal, bringing focus to beauty and inviting us to pause and consider. An elegant romantic, he merges rich experiences with the unexpected, synchronizing the essence of every moment, making the world without more vibrant. His words help you filter through your thoughts and feelings in order to reveal your most noble self. The poet is a tower repeatedly struck by lightning, slung from the battlements of and fall or fly. To fall or fly, what you gonna do? He is a distiller of word and image, a lyricist and champion of higher ideas beautifully wrapped into a string of rice paper. The poet will never let anything become ordinary. And through his eyes, you will see the greatest of spiral galaxies set within the smallest of seashells. He is searching for a quiet truth, fiercely hacking away at the tarmac and the weeds, attempting to reveal the peace hidden beneath the city's sidewalks. He requires poets. We require poets and artists to keep it from stagnating. But such unconventional thinking threatens the status quo. And why else would teachers and parents instruct children to be wary of their dreams and urges, right? Like I say, that thin line between crazy and sane. They don't want us to have an imagination. They want us to stay in the simulation. They don't want us to think outside the box. Because thinking outside the box tells the truth. Your imagination, is it really your imagination? Or is it truth? Keep it real. Think about it. That imaginary friend. And they wanted you to think that you're just talking to a little imaginary friend. Nah, bitch, I'm talking to a whole person sitting right here that you can't see. Because you can't see it. It's my imaginary friend now. Okay. We require poets and artists to keep us from stagnating, like I say. But such unconventional thinking threatens the status quo. Or why would else the teachers or parents instruct children to be wary of their dreams and urges? Storyline. When I was in the 4th grade, 3rd grade, take that back. Teacher had us write down what we wanted to be when we grew up. And I wrote down a mermaid. I wrote down a mermaid. That's what I wanted to be. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Period. I wrote down a fucking mermaid. I could picture everything. Man, when I took that paper to my teacher, my teacher came back with the M encyclopedia. You hear me? She pointed me to mermaids and mythology. And she made me write that shit down because she wanted me to believe that it wasn't real. It was a myth. But hell, all it did was open the doors to mythology to me. It didn't change the way I felt about anything. Just because I didn't say I wanted to be a fireman, I didn't want to be a teacher, I didn't speak about none of that. I said a mermaid. I'm grown now. I have a daughter. 1st grade, for my daughter, I go to a parent-teacher conference, and the teacher sit me down, show me a paper. Your daughter says she wanted to be. We have a problem with this because, we asked her what does she want to be, and she said a mermaid, and that's just, and when she said that, everything just tuned out to me. I didn't hear shit else that teacher said. Everything. I was happy as shit. Everything tuned out. It was like, beep, that bitch wasn't talking no more to me. Because to me, you're trying to quiet her mind. I was amazed because I don't recall ever telling her nothing about me in that damn story. Period. Until that day. I had to that day because shit, her own teacher said the same shit that my teacher said. And when I was in the third grade, this her first, and I've always said that my daughter always moved a couple of steps faster than me. You know, that's what our kids do. I was in the third grade. She got her shit in the first. You know what I'm saying? But I was amazed at the fact that we both said the same damn thing. Mermaid. And I know I hadn't told my daughter that story until after that day. I ain't had no reason to say nothing about it to her. You know? So it's amazing, once again, how they'll try to fuck your shit up that's natural and try to make it out to be something that is not. Ain't no real, well, who can explain that to me? Why we was able to say the same thing in two different parts of our life like that? My daughter didn't even exist when I sit there and wrote that shit down. And when she did it, I was at home probably smoking a blunt. Hell, ain't no telling what I was doing, but I was grown. I'm just calling this out. Because anyway, why else would we be taught to shut down our creative dreams and outpourings, settling instant for pennies and pale strokes? Each day, we must fight not for power or wealth, but for the words and marks that articulate the sharp taste of our existence. And I'm going to leave that at that and go on and clarify this because this is in somebody's present moment right here, for real. And you got people that want to shut that shit out when we can't run from the truth. You can't run from the truth. You can stay in the simulation if you want to all day. That's your business. But you can't make everybody else sit there with you. If it's time to wake up, it's wake up time. But if motherfuckers want to stay asleep, let them rest. Let them get their sleep. Let them go on and sleep. Sometimes we deal with sleeping giants too. Anyway, clarify poet, because this is in the present moment here. This is an enchanting world, man. Just like I said, when I went to New York, I went to Brooklyn. Man, I was in the industrial side of Brooklyn. When I say it was cars flying, motherfuckers didn't care about who was walking across the street, if they had a baby with them or not. I'm saying, woo, it was different out there, but it was raunchy. I'm gonna keep it real, it was raunchy. But it also felt like I was walking on something magical. I was like, I can't take that. I was like, I don't care how bad it look out here. I can't shake the fact that I'm walking on some type of magical lands, man. Period. I couldn't shake it for shit. I was like, it's like they covered it up with a stank blanket or something. Like they coated it with something that they hiding all this magic with bullshit. And to this day, I'll say the same thing. Because when I step on certain grounds, in certain places, in certain areas, I know what I feel. And can't nobody shake me from that shit. I don't care how crazy. You think I'm crazy all day. I wonder why when I wanted to get to that ocean and touch that ocean, why my ex-husband bust his ass to pull me from it. That motherfucker turned into a whole bot on me. That motherfucker snatched me from, we gotta go. We're late. We ain't late. We was in traffic for like 5 to 7 hours. I could have spent 2 minutes close to that ocean. Why not? Why not? When I said that motherfucker yanked me like and had me with a grip and was pulling me, and I was like, let me go. Why you won't let me go? That man, he wouldn't let me go for anything. He turned into a robot. I could have slapped this and fool all upside the head, and he wouldn't have never felt a thing. When I say he turned soulless and completely into a machine on me. Did not want me to get close to that water. And I know he's scared of water, but I can swim. What the fuck? So it ain't no problem with me. Let me be. But it was a reason why that happened. And to this day, I'll never shake that feeling. And it was something magical about that place. Once again, even though it's covered with a blanket of filth. I don't care what nobody say. In a minute, it's going to be destroyed. Excuse me for saying it like that, but it is what it is. That's because it's not being activated the way it's supposed to be. They're hiding something. They're full of demonic energy covering it up. Facts. Anyway, so we have someone here that's a little upset. Maybe about the things that you're finding out. Definitely. you know, maybe about the enlightenment that they didn't give that you're starting to get eventually. Somebody could definitely be in regret about this. You know, something was worked on. Something was worked on. Something was worked on, and something has brought you out of your this. Somebody had a curse put on them. You know, I do believe that if certain people don't have certain, if you were meant to put, like, say for instance, I'm gonna use this as an example. Say for instance, you were, you know, you put a curse on somebody and you had to keep it on them, and if they didn't get, if they wasn't, that person wasn't destroyed, and that curse breaks off of them, I do feel like whoever put that curse on them or whatever, I think it does ricochet back around. I think that it's kind of like a boomerang and that latches on and shit like that. I know I'm sounding strange. But I see that somebody definitely put a curse on somebody and the curse is broken. Somebody was trying to stop messages and stuff from coming through and trying to keep something definitely hidden here to stop a cycle here. I don't know if if it's a bad thing or a good thing that they was trying to protect or do with this curse. I gotta be honest. It's almost giving me that Percy Jackson energy again, and keep in mind that his stepfather was filth. His stepfather was like, he was stinking, he was dirty, he had a dirty mind, he just was mean, but it was like a stench that covered up and hid Percy Jackson. It hid him. His moms knew about it, and she was okay with it just because she knew that it was protecting her son, so she dealt with the shit. No matter what. This made me sad real quick. It do give me a slight sadness because I know what my mama go through. Because my mama's still alive. I know what she go through. And I never got the opportunity to know my mom's for who she truly was. I felt like that was distorted for a reason, though. Because now that I got all these questions, I can't ask her. I can't even ask her about it. And I've noticed how her family do everything in their might to keep us separated. They never tell me where, you know, how she doing. They never tell me that, you know, that for some reason they'll slip up and, oh, she good. But it's like when I call asking for it, they know I got questions. So they'll, you know, ever since I found out the truth about my real father, my mother, I haven't even spoke to her. And I think that's strange. I done spoke to everybody but her. It's weird. It's real weird. Let's get this message out because I'm not supposed to be making this personal, and that's what it seemed like I'm doing. So I apologize about that. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we got a man here holding a heart. Somebody that's a part of the community. Somebody that could be watching you, or somebody that could be affiliated with you in some kind of way. You know, you could be dealing with this Scorpio energy. This person is definitely showing envy here. But they love you. Love and hate is just as the thin line with that is just as thin as crazy insane. Keep that in mind, because you know you're light, so they don't like you because of your light. They love your light, but they hate you. Maybe because they're not of the light. I don't know. There's a warning here. There's a storm coming. This man is either bringing a storm, or a storm could be coming towards this man. But there is a storm coming here, and you've already fulfilled your purpose on one side of the gate. Now you're being opened up to another opportunity on another side of the gate, and this could have something to do with that man being aware of it. Something was fulfilled, and you've already fulfilled it. This was something that was as a child here. See that little girl? It's a child. You stepping out into the world to create your own. You've already did enough behind the gate. Look at what you done did behind this gate. You flourished so much shit behind this gate, and now you being asked to step outside that gate and go over there and do. Look at all that open field for you to create and do some things and live. This man don't want that. This man watching you. It's that they're attached. Who is this man? Because they love you, but they hate you too. It's a connection here. It's an attachment. Who is this man? Because you over here looking at the flowers that you done grew and picked. He looking too. Behind you looking. You ain't even studying him. But he gripping on you. Look at where your arms is. Your arms are not attaching yourself to this man. This man is gripping you. This man is latching on to you, honey. Who is this man? Oh, shit. The mask finna come off about him, whoever they is. Yeah, because your crown is lighting up. You know, and this man was attached to your crown as well, your crown chakra, your spiritual essence. This man was attached to your spiritual essence. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. That could have been a side note here. But you're getting victory here. Your crown, something about copper. You know, when I was told to create something, I was told to use copper to seal it. And I don't like gold. You know what I'm saying? To me, copper was just the color gold. I was like, oh. But when so I wanted to use my little silver. You know, I was like, I'll just find me some silver and seal it. But then a woman explained to me, a Pleiadian, take it how you choose, I don't care. A Pleiadian explained to me that, you know, if you were told to use copper, it makes sense because silver is for the moon and gold is for the sun and copper is for both. And I'm like, really? Huh. And so she was like, so it makes perfect sense that you was told to use copper. I was like, but damn. She was like, yeah, I can tell you love silver. I'm like, yo. I'm like, copper though. You walking away. Let's go ahead. So you're stepping on through the gate. And to see, you was something you was doing as a child on the other side of the gate. That was a grown woman walking through it. Oh, so Metatron is here. And see, what better person to answer to or deal with or talk to Metatron. Because Metatron understand what you done been through, because Metatron done walked and talked. Metatron done walked and talked this earth. Metatron done been human before. Metatron was put into that angel mode. He was blessed to be an angel. So Metatron is blocking some shit out for you. Metatron is sealing some things for you. Ooh, all these hostilities and this storm that's trying to come towards you. Somebody is ready to fight. But Metatron is here to go on and block it. You know, outshine that shit. Shit is for the birds. So whenever this is coming in towards you, Metatron is here to fix that. So I don't, you know, you it's almost like you're being blind. Somebody's being blinded by Metatron. So this light that could be even around you could just be Metatron shining down on you, man, keeping you protected. Man, that's a hell of a protector somebody got there. Look, to help you get on through that gate. Told you a grown motherfucker now walking through the gate. You were a child on the other side of that gate. You could have been in a child mentality. This is maturing. And look at how you're looking back at the things. You're looking back, but is it stopping you from walking? You didn't already be, shit. You're already on the other side of the gate. You look like you closing the gate. Here come this man. Where you going? I'm going into my victory, bitch. Away from your envy. This yin yang energy. Let's clarify this Metatron energy, this sixth chakra, this protection that's coming in for you. This, you know, somebody definitely is keeping you safe. So you ain't got no worries. Clarify Metatron, the sixth chakra, please. This Archangel Metatron is, you know, keeping you definitely grounded. But you have to play a part in this too. And that's one thing that Metatron is here to remind you of and teach you. You know, remember that you know, you got to stand up on your own feet too. You can't just run with the fact that you know that you got help and support and guidance and you know, protection. and somebody's shielding the light so bright that it's blinding other people from seeing which way you're going. By the time that light come down, everything, motherfucker gonna be having to sit there for like 5 minutes and blink and get back into focus with what they can see. And shit, once they can see, you long gone. You long gone. This is like, man, this is a big collision that's taking place, that's coming in and blocking all this hostility here. Because somebody definitely is trying to keep you in a position to where you're weak. You're not strong. You're not confident. Yeah, and you don't receive any help. This is crazy. And you're not in your power. You're not in control. And you don't remain committed to what it is that you're doing. You're a leader. Strong leader. And somebody don't want you to remain in your leadership or become that leader. Metatron blocking that out. No worries about that at all. Yeah, this is your professionalism. This is your strategies. This is, man, I ain't even got time for that. Somebody just want to, see you fail. But for what? Because of secrets, because of things, because they don't want you to also, pave your way and have your own new beginning. That's stupid. But you're awoken. Your trumpet has blown. The trumpet has blown. And, the cool thing that's giving me chills is that it's like the Most High is so proud of you. It's almost like, I'm seeing Mufasa laughing. Like, you something else. Tickled by you almost. So, and the one thing that I used to always say, and my brothers used to get mad at me for it, but I was like, God got a sense of humor too. What make you think God don't got no sense of humor? Just be serious. You need to be serious. I used to always, I am serious. He created me. He gave me a sense of humor. Why wouldn't he have one? That's the way I was a kid talking like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So they probably thought I was just on some bullshit. I don't know. But I was for real. I still feel the same way. I do feel like, of course, God get tickled at us sometimes, just like our parents do. They sit back and watch us. Like I used to sit there and watch my kids do the silliest things. I'd be sitting on the couch. And it's like, I guess I would be so quiet to them, I would just become invisible. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see my son sitting on the floor trying to look at cartoons, minding his business. And here come my daughter. Here she come wobbling herself in there and she got a broomstick. What the fuck is you doing? But I'm not saying nothing. I'm just watching. She come up and start poking him in the back with the broomstick. And he trying to ignore her, like, man, I'm trying to look at the cartoons, sis, leave me alone. And she like, I ain't got your attention. She walk away. She come back. I used to see my little sister that I thought was my sister do little silly stuff like that too. And it was just so cute. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to sit back and let them be them, and have that humor. Yeah, as parents, we get tickled. Why wouldn't God be tickled by our ways as well? Of course. That's what I feel anyway, Take it how you choose. I can't tell nobody how to feel. Some people got their mind made up about what they want to believe, and just like them, I do too. So it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot of it. So your work, somebody's chakras is lit all the way up. And when I say that, you could be giving birth to some beautiful things and other people could be criticizing those things. So be careful not to criticize it back. They're criticizing your birth. This is like giving birth to a baby. And somebody saying your baby ugly. Lord, don't do me like this. Because I ain't going to... All babies... Okay. Whew, anyway, I ain't going to even say nothing about that. I had my moments back in the past where I ain't had no problem saying what I need to say about that. But I'm not even going... I'm going to leave that alone. So this is like realizing, that people are gonna criticize you, realizing that people are gonna, feel like you're talking out the side of your neck. Understand that, yes, but don't let that stop you from speaking your truth. That's just people intimidated, scared back. They don't understand. They don't know. They scared of it. Your sorcery, your powers, what you meant to do. This is you. Realize that you are who you are here. It is what it is. You're definitely standing in your power and your control. Very strong, high priestess energy stepping forward along with it. Nurturing that energy. Just don't misuse it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good and it's a bad to everything. And when you're getting blessings for good, things by God, when you're getting blessed from the universe with special gifts, don't misuse those gifts. Because, they'll let you consume yourself in that misuse for a minute before they take you on down and remove it from you. Yes, they'll let you destroy yourself. When I say somebody lit up, it's not a game. Somebody lit all the way up. Their chakras is on fleek. I ain't said that in a minute. What the fuck? Anyway, something could be about fleet here. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. The Chariot. Cancer energy, for sure. Athena, the warrior god. Goddess, I mean. Coming in to kill the snakes. Coming in to chop the head of the snake off. Let's get this tarot message. Got a warrior goddess. Somebody was definitely trying to keep you in your head. Definitely trying to keep you cornered and stuck within yourself to where you lost yourself and didn't know yourself. Only place you need to look at is what's in your head. You can't do nothing, go nowhere. This is a pure person, though. And this person going through a whole chrome resurrection. Strong resurrection, releasing all the fear. Aquarius energy is stepping forward. Brain farting all that shit out. Excuse me for saying it like that. Somebody's sharding. My man, it was funny. I don't care. Wow. Okay. So, somebody wanted you in your head about the new things that was coming towards you, that was meant to come towards you. This revelation, this illumination that's stepping forward here. Fire energy, definitely catching your torch and running with it. Somebody wanted you to lay with a bed of snakes. Somebody was trying to put you down with a bed of snakes, putting you in your head, putting you in a position to where you misused your gifts. You misused your healing powers, your wand, your chalice, whatever you're working with, what I'm talking about. Somebody wanted you to lay with a bed of snakes that was just going to sit back and take from you. But you're here to chop the head of the main snake off. Once the head of the main snake go, guess what the other one's going to do? Get the fuck out the way. Once the king cobra gone, them little worms what they gonna do? Dissipate? Somebody wanted you to definitely stay in your head by all means necessary. Let's clarify this first. I'm almost finished, people. No worries. Okay, anyway. Clarify. Whew. Who is this? Aquarius. So you was a whole healer. Somebody didn't want you to know that. They wanted you to stay balled up and lost and confused. All the way from a young age to an old age. This person wanted you to be like this. Now, what if this person older than you and passed away before you then would? So as long as they not here, they don't give a damn? Is that what it is? As long as they here, you need to stay fucked up. This is all coming out, but this is something ain't nothing new to. We already know this. Come down to your work, this depth, this transformation. Look at this devil. They wanted you to stay in that type of energy, that bond trap energy, but it looked like you already out of, but they didn't want you to have no strength and to stay up in your fucking head by all means necessary. And definitely somebody was praying to the Baphomet. I know that I see that a lot, but in this case right here, it's stepping out in another way. Somebody was praying to the fucking Baphomet. So somebody was actually sacrificing children as well. This could be a pedophile. And they didn't want you to know. They wanted you to keep it clammed up in your head and let it distort your body, your mind, and your spirit. But never speak on it. Closed mouth will get fed as long as you stay quiet about what you know. But this is this, spark right here that then came towards you. This spark of information, this spark of news, this spark here that done lit up some shit. Somebody was trying to mold your brain. I know that sounds strange, but that's what I'm catching, man. Somebody was trying to mold your brain. Look at this unhappiness. Somebody just wanted you to forever be unhappy. Never drop the burdens. Mold your brain. That's going to mold your brain eventually, right? I want some milk. You need some milk. I want some milk. So, yeah, that part. Ace elimination, clarify. That's a lot. This, by any means necessary, but they dug their own hole. Something is about to reveal itself. Something is being handed to you, getting ready to be handed to you. Something that they did not want you to have. This was something that you were a sacrifice. You were a sacrifice, and you were being re-sacrificed as well. But, an offering definitely was given, but somebody was waiting on a reward to come through. They definitely had already done this. And they waiting on the justice to come through. They waiting on the message to come through. They waiting to see if it happened. So you were being sacrificed. You are being sacrificed now. Somebody's literally trying to sacrifice you at this time. This could have a lot to do with this new moon energy. This is the new moon reading. Somebody is offering up something this new moon to try to sacrifice you. Yep. Poor babies. Y'all gonna be waiting for nothing. It's sad. When y'all gonna stop? Are y'all in that much denial with yourself to where you want somebody else to be in denial? Somebody could be, somebody could be having sex, like low-key sex magic. Somebody could have been sending people after you to lay down with you, to use you, to take from you, to sacrifice you in some kind of way sexually, because you got that sexual healing. I can't tell you what to do. Is be a little smart to watch yourself. Catching Scorpio energy here. 77 is here. This is a warning, bruh, sis. And somebody is trying to, somebody could be trying to look the other way about something. Now, in this case right here, I did speak about the eyes when I very first started this reading. And I spoke about the Emily, exorcism of Emily Rose. Somebody do got some shit going on with their eyes. Somebody got some shit going on with their eyes. But this is like, man, they say that Jesus, I don't know, I'm just saying. They say that something about Jesus' eyes, furnace or some shit. I don't know. Something here, something you could find out that could really upset you. That's going to be put in, somebody else is going to be denying it or whatnot. But this is true. This is true. Something happened. And this is truth. And somebody's definitely going to be denying it. This is like somebody trying to put somebody in with a bed of fucking snakes. Man, this is, gross. Sacrificial energy is coming out for sure. Somebody was put to sleep. This is a child being put to sleep. And surrounded by fucking... I'm gonna keep going, because what I'm not finna do is that. Y'all already know where that's going. It's not good. It's sick. And somebody was doing this under the moonlight, and this could also be something that's being done. And Lord, please help this baby if that's what's happening. Gross asses. But this is ritualistic energy. Like I say, Scorpio energy is coming out. Something happened in the fucking woods or in a wooded area. This is like a far off area. This is somewhere Baphomet energy is coming back up. My side is starting to hurt. Go on and punch it. Do whatever you want with the little voodoo doll if that's what y'all got. I'm just saying, like, it feel like somebody fucking with me with a voodoo doll. You picking the right time to do it. You trying to see if it's gonna work. Not like you thought. You might want to twist it and burn it and, you know, break a leg or some shit like that. Be like, ow, the leg. Whatever. Somebody is really like in the woods with this. This is by some water as well. This is not right under, I don't think this is happening tonight. I think this is happening maybe tomorrow or the next day, like Saturday. This child is already chosen. This child is a virgin. This child is pure. This is a child. Could be an African American child or a child of darker race. But this is a child and it's being surrounded by like 8 people. There's someone here that's like orchestrating this. I don't know if they're doing anything to this child or not, but this child is about to be by more than one person. While this child is drugged up or something like that. Y'all say this, baby. For real. Somebody is walking away from what no longer serves them in a situation. Hopefully that's me. This is happiness that's coming into a situation here. There's something else that's about to be revealed that's going to stop a cycle that's been going on. This is a family dynamic. This is a family dynamic, meaning that whatever this child is other children here too, and this is within a family. This is a man that's probably having children just to do this to their children. And you never know how people do. And not trying to be funniest motherfuckers in this world that you be wondering, like, why they have so many kids, but they don't give a damn about them. And I done seen motherfucking men that have 1,500 kids. Like, Boosie got some kids. Boosie give a fuck about all his kids. It's another man I seen on YouTube that's got some kids. He give a fuck about his kids. We got a motherfucker tell, I got 20-something kids. This man, whoever this is having kids to sacrifice them. That's what they're using these children for, low key. They don't care if these kids make it in society or not. All they care about is just these kids need to be, they're content for sacrificial reason. These kids don't know that they're going through this because they're being put to sleep. So they don't know that they're experiencing these things. Later on, these kids may have dreams or something, but they're being knocked out their mind. This is somebody who's having children to do it. This is somebody who's planting their own seeds to sacrifice them. Facts. It's pissing me off. Let me get you some advice or whatever this last card is. It needs to come out because I gotta go. I gotta go. Achieving success is my natural birthright. The physical me materializes in the spirit. You know, somebody definitely, you know, this is an energy of like, just be who you truly are. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you know. if you've been through this type of situation, don't be afraid to speak out about it. And if you having visions and dreams that's coming back to you about this, don't deny them. That's when people quick to want to think you crazy. You was put to sleep. This shit been happening for a while. And after they done with you, they throw you and toss you to the curb. They don't care about feeding you to the wolves. They don't care about how society see you. This is somebody that throw their kids away. Keep making kids, though. Keep on making children, though. I can set my own standards for your own well-being. It's like somebody finna do this, man. And this is like they need to do this they need this power. This is a power, empowerment. And what better thing to empower than the virgin child? I want to be harmonious, but what I believe is good. But what I believe is good, harmonious, huh? But what they believe is good and pure, I'm sure. I will tell my story, huh? You got to. In my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. When I tell my story, I'm finna go. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. Every story is attracting its vibrational match. When you reveal some things, other things gonna start coming out. You know how somebody, be afraid to talk about how they being treated at the job by this person because they afraid to lose their job, but then one person speak out and then all of a sudden the other motherfuckers come speaking out too. They step forward. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the message. Children all in this. I'm seeing 3 children so far. Yeah, it's 3 children so far. This is a little, well, it's actually 4. There's a little girl here. These are girls? There's going to be some boys too, but this looks like girls. This may have a lot to do with that child protection, child trafficking, child predator energy that I saw in that when crime pays. Random collective reading. It's crazy. What do I want and why do I want it? When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that you do want? You begin to you begin a greater shift into the telling of your new story and into a much improved point of attraction. You get the essence of what you think about, whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. And this is crowned with the energy. I am the creator of my own life experience. So this is like, now it's time to create a new story. You are the creator of your own life experience. As the creator of your experience, it is important to understand that it is not by virtue of your action, not by virtue of your doing. It is not even by virtue of what you are saying that you are creating. What you are creating by virtue is the thought that you are offering. You cannot speak or offer action without thought vibration occurring at the same time. However, you are often offering thought vibration without offering words or action. Children or babies learn to mimic this vibration of the adults who surround them long before they learn to mimic their words. I rest my case. Y'all need to save these babies. And I'm finna go. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is something that's happening in the present moment. Somebody is trying to sacrifice children. Real talk. And they're doing it with sex. It's not like killing the kid. What they're doing is putting the kid to sleep. They're drugging these children. They're putting them to sleep. And these kids, is that the only thing these kids got is dreams and memories that's making them think about it. And when somebody says something about it, they trying to be treated like something wrong with them. Or they probably blaming it on some fucking body else. This is bullshit. I'ma go. Y'all have a good one.